Everyone runs around trying to get ahead, looking for success and abundance, um, financial wealth, emotional satisfaction, love satisfaction. Everyone wants a better life than came before, or just some general definition of a better life. And I think that there's a lot of it that comes from a fear of there is no more. There is no more. What if there came a day when you realize there is no more? So you've got to have enough. So people run around trying to get enough, and they try to get more enough. And then once they have enough, I don't know, they run around trying to get more. So there's like this pursuit of more, like more is better. I mean, America's based on it. Well, you can get like, the best car there is, like crafted by Italian gods. And then, you know what, next year it's obsolete. So if you have the money, you buy the next year's model, or you save up, or you buy a classic, or, you just have to get like the next, or the best, the better, the better. Like, where's that thing? It's like this fulfillment of, and sure, it can be pleasurable, and you do it lightly and on a whim, and you have the money for it, and it doesn't break you. Some people are absolutely will throw away their lives, their children, their love, their stability, their careers, their job, their home in order to get more. And other people, it fits right into a nice slot in what they already have. But it's all this mindset of what's the next better? Get more, get more, get more. And if you stop, and if you practice an appreciation of silence, and if you plumb the depths of your own being, of your own self, of your own presence, when you're still, when you're silent, when you're not feeding the sensation of pursuit, when you're not feeding the senses, which are always turning out, looking for something to latch onto and do their job, when your mind is let to unhitch from that pursuit of the senses, and it can just rest in its own subtle feeling of its own presence, its own awareness, then you discover a feeling inside. It's the sensation of your own presence, of your own inner self. And if you taste that for a while, it kind of fills you up from within. Not all at once. It takes a long time of practice for it to do it completely. But enough that you begin to feel that you have enough. Just as you are and where you are and with what you have enough. Because there's a sensation of enoughness, or of contentment, of satisfaction that arises from within, because it really has always been there within. It's the self is satisfied with itself. And there comes a point, I realized tonight doing the dishes, when there is no more. You could run around and chase all that, but it's all just a change of circumstance. And any sensation that you've done better is really a trick of the senses and of the mind's subjective beliefs in what is better. It's all just a change of circumstances. Now, this is not to say that people with disease should not receive medical attention, or that people who live in miserable poverty should not be uplifted. I mean, that's just obvious. I'm talking about for those of us who can afford a computer to sit here watching YouTube and contemplate these sorts of things. If our circumstances are such that we have enough to do that, then what is this pursuit of more when, if you do a little research and practice, you find there is no more. There's just sensations and circumstances. And you can already have all that you're running after without spending the money and trying to find the space in your closets to store it. because it's right there all the time. It's a matter of using your awareness to settle into the experience, the inner experience of having all that you want in your feeling of feeling enough, and letting go of the dependence on changing your outside circumstances to signify to you that you have enough. Because nothing on the outside will ever signify enough of everything. I've known some very wealthy people, and they have just as many places where they are looking for something better as someone who has a very modest amount of wealth. So I guess it just takes a choice and an application of a little bit of intention and willpower to practice going from there is no more, the fear of there is no more, to letting go of the pursuit of more, the resting in stillness and in silence in your own presence, until you arrive at the understanding that there is no more. There's just you and your contentment.